This is Lansdowne Roar, the voice of the fans, and this is the window preview show. The Duck is back, as Martin would say. Matt Doherty is back in the squad. We'll tell you who's out. Plus, we take one last look at how our boys in green got on across the water before they take on Finland this Thursday. Plus, we have the very latest squad news. It's Lansdowne Roar. And it's live.
Enthusiasm.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Lansdowne Roar Live. As you can tell, we're a little bit rusty at this because this is our first one back since we did, I think, the window review last month. We are going to do something about that. We're going to get more live and interactive because we know you love your Lansdowne Roar Live. And if this is your first time watching it, welcome. Very simple. Martin and I talk about a few things for about 25, 30 minutes, and then you have your say about it. We'll read your comments out. And even if you don't like what we're talking about, well, ask us anything. Absolutely no problem there. We are Irish football's most interactive podcast. So, bit of housekeeping. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to the page, please do. Scan the QR code. Head over to a Facebook, Instagram, and our Twitter account. Head over to Lansdowne Roar for a bit of review. And also, there's a fantastic article there by James Agnew about Ireland and England, the history. Of course, we play those this Sunday. Also, we just want to have a little word about our affiliates. No money has changed hands, but we just want to talk here about the London Irish Centre. Fantastic partners for the podcast over here in Camden Town. A brilliant charity. Also, the Claddagh Ring, fantastic venue in Hendon. We will be live from there on Saturday and Sunday. And of course, if you do want to support the page, do head over to Ko-fi and buy us a coffee. And we are live as well on Friday from the Irish Centre. We have our Lansdowne legends, Martin, don't we? You can speak now.
I can speak now, can I?
Yeah,
great to be on the live show. It feels ages since we've been on this, and I'm looking forward to an amazing weekend, to be honest. Recharge the batteries now, Dave, haven't we? And yeah, we've got some amazing events coming up, and it all starts obviously Thursday. You're going to be in the ground, Aviva Stadium, absolutely rocking. Okay, Lansdowne, sorry, Dave, but absolutely rocking. Get 3 points on the board, then head off to Wembley for the Sunday. But we've got an amazing night on Friday night at the London Irish Centre in Camden. So anyone who is over early, you can walk up on the door in the night. We're going to be very kind for the Royal Faithful. $28.50 ticket. You're going to get 2 free drinks with that as well if you book in the next few days, actually. And if you do put your ticket in advance, you get 2 free drinks with that. So do that. And it's going to be amazing. We've got Ian Hart, Clinton Morrison, and Alan Kelly. So really looking forward to it.
Martin and I will be live. Connor will be there. He's not here tonight. Sorry, Connor. He is in the comments, though, as you can see. But we will be live from the London Irish Centre. It's going to be fantastic. They are a fantastic charity. They do lots of great work, especially for the older community, the older Irish community here in London. Where you get your tickets, if you want to book in advance, head over to londonirishcentre.org and then go into the events, and you'll see us there at Lansdowne Legends. If you can't make it, but you want to contribute, please buy a ticket. $28.50. If you are coming over, $28.50. 2 free drinks. If you book in advance, 2 free drinks. I mean, in London, it's bloody expensive. It's like £6 for a pint in most places in London. It's getting silly Dublin prices. You can just walk up on the door. You're more than welcome and get in that way. It's going to be a great night. We were going through the script today, and it's going to be we're going to ask some very interesting questions as well. So do get involved in that. And of course, we will be live from the Claddagh Ring on the Saturday. We'll have Ian Hart for Q&A. Anyway, right. We can see your comments are coming in, guys. So thank you very much. Do leave a comment. Get involved. Tell us what you think. And, actually, before we do that, Martin, we will have some merchandise available. And I'm quite pleased with this, actually. Whiskey flask. You can buy these. Look at that. Hold on. I'm trying to focus it there.
Version 1.
Version 1. The Euro 88 special. Stuttgart. And then you have version 2. The Giant Stadium USA 94 tribute. So we will have those available. Martin, how much are we charging?
We are, the proceeds are going to the charity. So so we can get £25 for 2 of those. And they hold the The Amber Nectar. Jemisin's are sponsoring our night, so on Friday, so we better advertise them. But yeah, they fit a good bit of Jemisin's in, and it's cold in London. We're both based there, aren't we, Dave? And it's a bit nippy. So yeah,
But
see if
I've
you
got
can
my
get them into
gilet on.
Wembley. We can't
Yeah.
obviously endorse people trying to smuggle alcohol into Wembley. It might get taken off you, but look, we'll be able to sell them to you at these various events, and you either collect them at the Cladder Ring, or we'll look after them and get them over to you somehow. But yeah, like you said, Dave, it's an amazing weekend in Irish football. You know, Heimer's done a good job so far. We were on the board from the trip to Helsinki, and you know, we're looking forward to this game. And off we go to these ones coming up.
Off we go. What will we do, Martin? Will we talk about the elephant in the room, the return of a certain right back, or will we go through our boys' greens to help that on?
Now we'll go into the Obig, yeah, first of all, but just to let you know as well, some of the comments, we will read them out, of course, but you know, there's a little bit of a Facebook glitch, I think, in this, that we can't actually see some of the Facebook users' names. So we won't be able to give you a shout out on those unless you actually put your name in the comment. That's one way around it. Feck you, Facebook.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah,
I've just seen a load of stuff there. Sorry, as Martin said. It's not our thing. It's a StreamYard thing. StreamYard are fucking useless. I'll say that now. Rip-offing bastards. If you're gonna comment in the Facebook, either you can watch us on YouTube, you can watch us on Twitter. But if you're going to comment on the Facebook, you're going to have to put your name in because it just comes up Facebook user. I can only apologize. Absolutely nothing to do with us. Unfortunately, it's a pain in the hole, but StreamYard are absolutely useless. And I asked them about it, Martin. I said, is there an issue with this? Oh, no, there's no issue with this. So why are you telling me there's an issue with it? And it clearly is. So there you go. Sorry, guys.
Trying to scupper the show, Dave. That's what it is. But
they are, aren't they? They are trying to scup the show. Yeah. Like I did send an email. Have you sent one back? No, you haven't, because they are useless bastards. But anyway, so do apologise, guys. But do keep the comments coming in. But if you can, just put your name either before the comment or after the comment. It's just not going to come up. So we do apologise. Actually, Martin, whilst I'm doing Koi Big, maybe just check out to see if they are coming out on the app, on the Facebook app. Maybe we can do it that way. I don't know.
I'll have a look at you, Dave.
Little task there for you, Martin. Right. Well, while Martin's doing that, I'm going to have a look at the goalies. And Connor, I know you're watching in whatever shed you are in. Any mistakes, I'm sure you'll happily tell me. So here we go, guys. Here is the goalkeepers. Queeping Kelleher, 90 minutes, and it's a lovely 2-0 win over Aston Villa. Mark Travers, an unused sub for Bournemouth in their loss. Very harsh there. And of course, Max Leary, 90 minutes and a 2-0 win over Norwich. On to the defenders. Seamus Coleman, he has to pull out his squad. He was injured. He did not feature over the weekend. Darragh O'Shea, 90 minutes and a fantastic 2-1 win over Tottenham, at Tottenham as well. Nathan Collins, 90 minutes and a 3-2 win over Bournemouth. Liam Scales, 90 minutes and a 2-0 win over Kilmarnock. Shane Duffy, 90 minutes and 2-0 loss against Bristol, but he is out of the squad. Mark McGuinness, 90 minutes and a 5-1 loss against Middlesbrough. Callum O'Dowda, 90 minutes and a 2-1 loss against Blackburn. Matt Doherty back in the squad. He played a whopping 3 minutes against Southampton, a 2-0 win. Jacob Ryan back in the squad. He was an unused sub. And Ryan Manning played 45 minutes and a 2-0 loss against Wolves. Had a goal disallowed as well, but he is also back in the squad. So, Coleman, Duffy out in the defenders. Also, we have Adam Ida out. We'll get to that in a second. Ryan Manning has come in. Matt Doherty has come in. And Jacob Ryan have come in case you are wondering. Right, on to them. Quick question, Martin. Do the names come up on the app?
They do. Yeah.
Grand. So that's
you can read them off this, and I'll give a little shout out.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. We'll work together on that one, folks. Sorry, folks, but we're doing our best for you. Fuck you, StreamYard. Midfielders. Josh Cullen, 78 minutes and a 1-0 win over Swansea for Burnley. So 90 minutes and a 2-0 win over Norwich for Bristol. Jason Malumbi, 90 minutes and a 2-1 win over Hull City. Finn Azaz, 90 minutes, 2 goals and an assist in a 5-1 pumping of Luton. Andy Moore in 67 minutes and a 1-1 draw with Millwall. Let's have a look at the attack. No Scott Sinclair this week. Evan Ferguson, unused sub for Brighton. Troy Power, 90 minutes and 2-1 loss to William Tway. Adam Eden, 63 minutes, a 2-0 win over Kilmarnock for Celtic. He is out, though. Tom Cannon, firing away. Not this week, though. 90 minutes, 1-1 draw with Millwall. Sammy Smodic, lovely goal. Cheeky little overhead against Spurs. He got 71 minutes and a goal. And Fessia Baselli, who is a doubt, by the way, 65 minutes and 1-0 win over Oxford. Casey McAteer, 3-0 loss, 7 minutes in that against United. Mikey Johnson, 79 minutes in a 2-1 win over Hull. So that is your boys in green. Above by James Agnew. Good man. Where's the ginger lad? I'm the ginger lad. Sorry, just looking at the comments there. I'm the ginger lad. He's stealing my identity. No, we don't have Connor here today. We do apologise. He is watching, though, somewhere. He's always watching. So, Martin, that's squad.
He's not just watching, he's correcting a lot of the other things as well. It's like he's hounding you. Anyway,
he's not,
it's fine. A few little bits.
Is he?
Dave. No, it's exciting. You're excited for the international window. That's it. That's allowed. That's allowed.
What?
He's okay.
Has he said anything? Has he, Martin? He's hounding me. Yeah,
a little bit. Cool. Sorry. Look, we are trying to obviously bring a good show and be professional, but yeah, some funny stuff going on here. Mikey got an assist, by the way.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And call this fraud out. Well,
what fraud?
My words. I don't know.
Is that Connor again? Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
anyway
him. I want to see him in Lansdowne Road. Yeah. Sorry, it's all been a bit of a day anyway. So there you go. That is your boys in green. Was that the only correction? Was it? Mikey Johnson got an assist.
Yeah, I think so, Dave. Just it's all good. It's all good. Dave.
It's not a big deal with facts, Martin. Sorry, a bit giddy. Yeah. So there you go. So Martin, let's talk about the white elephant. Matt Doherty back in the squad, everyone's nightmare. So that would probably explain why he didn't put out retirement post. I've got the still here actually. So this was news to me. In fact, I was quite late to this earlier on. Actually, I forgot to upload it just in the middle of doing it now. I'm on fire today, Martin. So here we go. So this was the tweet that was sent out earlier on. Squad update: a trio changes. Seamus Coleman, Shane Duffy, and Adam Ida are ruled out of the squad through injury. Ryan Manning, Jacob Bryan, Matt Doherty all join up. So Matt Doherty back in, and as I said, he's played a cracking 3 minutes. In obviously they were home and hosed in that game. What do you reckon, Martin? What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's good. I think he's brought in 2 fullbacks there. It was a bit strange from the first squad announcement. I mean, look, most of us first, easy for me to say. First of all, Matt Doherty, we don't hate him. I'm a little bit disillusioned with him and how he treated the kind of raw faithful Irish fans of, the expectation, the kind of arrogance in the sense that, he was going to be back in the squad and how he felt disrespected. I thought that was completely unfounded from him to have that kind of view. That's my opinion of it. But, he's now gone back in here. He's going to be available for these 2 games. I'll get fully behind him. And hopefully that little kind of message that's been kind of sent by Heimer to him is a little kick up the arse that you're going to have to prove yourself now. I don't want any silliness from the Irish fans. I don't think they will. I don't think there'll be any booing of him if he plays or anything like that. But, ultimately, I think, will he start? It's debatable now. A lot of us didn't think Shane Duffy was going to be playing for Ireland again, but he got back in there. So the door's never really shut on an Irish international, I think. And although Martin O'Neill tried with Glenn Whelan twice, but we're there now, and let's get behind the lads. It's interesting to see Manning coming in again, a bit of a kind of pointer for him to try and prove himself, playing in the Prem, doing very well. It's going to be interesting to see how we go now, and hopefully we don't get any more withdrawals, because I think we've got a fantastic chance to get to England now, which we'll come on to discuss a little bit later on. They've had 8 withdrawals today, and some of their key players are out, and I think this is a really good opportunity for us on Sunday. Let's not getting carried away. Let's do the job on Thursday first, and then let's go out, and it's a free hit at England.
Well, just to put you back there a little bit, I mean, you don't think we're being a bit overconfident, going against Finland? I mean, we weren't great against Finland in Helsinki. We got the win.
No, I know, but I just think there is a lift, and I think we're at home. I think the Irish crowd.
Yeah, but we lost in the next game.
Yeah, but I just think, but look, that was away, wasn't it? Greece away was a tough game. They're top of the group. They beat England at Wembley. They're a good side. England now back-to-back defeats, possibly, isn't it? But well, did they beat Finland? Not home defeats.
Sorry, England beat Finland in Finland.
Yeah, but they lost in Wembley,
and he lost to Greece in Wembley, and he got to go to Athens.
Yeah, so we can beat them from back-to-back home defeats in Wembley. That's what I meant, Dave. That's what I said. I think.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I think we need to treat Finland with a bit of respect here. We're still in a state of flux. I think we've had a lot of withdrawals. Obviously, England have had a lot. We're going to read those out in a second. They've got 8 withdrawals. We've had 3, with a possibility of a 4th. Festia Basela. John O'Shea did say in the press conference today in Dublin. He was on about, going back to Doherty, he was on about this kind of thing, like, you want, the reason why I brought Shane Duffy in with experience and that sort of stuff, and they want Matt Doherty's experience around the place. I don't know. I mean, do you think that's wise, bringing him in there now? Like, maybe we're throwing him under. Like, I don't want to see him get booed, Matt Doherty. I don't want to see anything like that happen to him. But there's clearly, there's a bit of a stigma now around Matt Doherty, and if he doesn't start, if he starts, he's going to get booed probably when his name's called out in the starting 11, and if he comes on as a sub, on if we're winning or it's not going too well on Thursday, I think he's going to get booed as well coming on. Like, I don't know. I think it's a bit. I don't know who else he could have brought in. That's the only thing. But I just think with Matt Doherty, I think it's a bit of an unfortunate situation. Like, it's just, I don't think it's very healthy, and they're on about bringing experience in. I don't really get that.
I think it's a shame Coleman's out, and Duffy. I think that natural kind of aged leader in there as well. I suppose you're looking for a senior pro, Robbie Brady, as well. So it's just, there's a lack of that. We need these players to step up now. I think, I'm hoping he'll set a good example. I'm not saying he's he's not professional or anything like that, but it didn't sit well with me, the social media posts and things like that. Maybe I'm taking it far too seriously than it was, and I know he kind of said that's just his kind of wit and sarcasm, but I don't think that went down well when you see his performance, when you see him not tracking back and doing the basics that you expect of an international footballer. So especially when you concede a goal and you're losing, and it's a tough watch at times, and we've all paid our money, we have the right to kind of criticize, I suppose. So I just think, that's one with him. And I'm thinking even like that captaincy things, it's a question, isn't it? I mean, he can't be considering that at all, can he?
I mean, if he brings him in, right, I think bringing him in was, but to be fair, the manager gets away with it because, he wasn't in the first squad, and we have had an injury crisis, so I do understand that. Andrew Bombadeli has a problem with his patella, I believe. So he's not coming in. Obviously, Coleman, who I think is probably going to be, my opinion, is probably going to be his final season as a footballer now, because he's getting to that age and his body's breaking down. So he doesn't really have a choice. To be fair to him, he's playing Festi as a right forward, as a right winger, as opposed to a right back or right midfielder, as Connor would say if he was on. That is his position. But if he was to make him captain, I don't know. I just think that'd be weird. It'd be unfair on the player as well. And I think the manager has to, maybe if I was the manager, I'd probably have a word and say, look, Matt, like, I'm just going to do you a favor here. Like, you just need to concentrate on your club game. You hadn't played since September. Those 3 minutes you got, and you probably only got those 3 minutes because the team were well in front. And Wolves don't win many matches. They're struggling at the bottom, so they need to fight for every point. And Matt, with all due respect to him, is a bit of a luxury player. Like, he doesn't track back, and Wolves at the moment can't afford that. You need all hands on the pump, like us, like Ireland. And I'd probably say, listen, Matt, this is not for you, mate. Go away. Maybe get a move in the window somewhere. Drop down to the Championship, and then find your feet again, and then we'll talk about that. But there's an atmosphere, there's a stigma, and I'm going to protect you and your family, and just kind of keep you away a little bit, and hopefully you go away, learn a new move, and come back. I don't know.
Look, I mean, I kind of just question not the captaincy. I mean, I don't think he'll be captain, but it's more he's a senior pro in that group, and to come back into it, I think Collins will be captain, but You know, I think you want that kind of maturity and leadership around the squad, and
Yeah.
it's maybe when Shane pulled out and him coming in, they can't ever be allowed to be in a squad together anymore.
Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what. Though I'm very happy for Ryan Manning. Delighted for him. He probably should have been in the squad. All joking aside, our only left back, he's doing all right for Southampton. He was taken off at half time. I don't know if that was a tactical. He did have a. I'm not sure that was a tactical switch, but he did have a goal disallowed, wasn't he? It was disallowed by VAR. So I'm happy for him. I'm delighted to see him back in, Martin.
Yeah, me too. Like Connor's often said it on the show as well that if you're playing week in week out in the Premier League, and he has, it's just strange how football works out, isn't it? And he's in there now, doing very very well, like playing anyway, and that's a big thing for us. So yeah, I'm quite happy that he's in there. I don't know if he's been really fancied by some previous management or even the interims when they've been there, but he's in there now on merit, and that's what we've always asked of our players: go away, get game time with your clubs. Prove that you can play at this level. I think we've got to understand as well. They're coming off the back of obviously a competitive weekend. It's going to be very light this week. It's going to be all just tactical kind of things like that. Then they're obviously hosting the game in Dublin and then traveling over to London. So they're not going to be physically flat out. It's kind of recovery mode. That's all it is. How this international window works, and is he going to have enough time to actually prove that he deserves a starting spot? Is he going to do anything spectacular in training to get that? It might actually be because of an injury or something that he has that opportunity.
Yeah. Tell us what you think, by the way. I see the comments coming in. We will get to those in about 10 or so minutes. Keep them coming in. What do you think? Are you happy Matt Doherty's back? You happy for Ryan Manning? What do you make of the squad? Do you think James McClean, he's been injured all season. His body's breaking down again, which I'm very sad to see. Hopefully he travels with the squad, actually. Maybe he won't be out due to injuries. Maybe he'll go to the Wembley game. I don't know. But do you feel that maybe he's coming to an end? Tell us what you think there. Get involved. We are Irish football's most interactive podcast. Martin, talk to us about the pullouts, that England have. 8 pullouts. Again.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. Yeah, so England interim boss Lee Carsley has confirmed that he'll be without a string of his senior players: Aaron Ramsdale, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Levi Colwill, Declan Rice, boo, Saka, Cole Palmer, Jack Grealish, boo, and Phil Foden have all withdrawn from the squad. Wow. Is that the Matt Doherty effect? I don't know, but there's some good players have come in there instead, including Jared Bowen, Braithwaite as well. So, he can afford to be experimental now that we know that Tuchel's coming in for England. This is all right. It's Nations League, obviously rivals and things. I think it's an opportunity for us to be honest, with that level of caliber of player pulling out of the squad. I think it's a great opportunity for Ireland to get a really good result here, and again give us that lift going into the World Cup draw then, and a new campaign in 2025 where we're going to be all taking up our new season tickets as well as part of it all. So it's going to be good.
Yeah. What do you make, lads, of a season ticket as well out there? Just wondering, what do you make of that?
Have you renewed? I'd like to know if people are renewed. I mean, we've as many of you know, I'm chairman of West London. We've sent out our renewals to our season ticket holders so far. It's a bad timing around these 2 games. Also come up to Christmas. That's what the FAI decided to do in their wisdom. But we know already numbers will be down on renewals, it seems. And yeah, let us know. Are you going to renew? Are you going to just take it game by game? Do you need to have a season ticket anymore? I know they're a great value, but not everyone can go to every game despite the good value. And we've always supported people doing it and purchasing and supporting Irish football by the season ticket, and we'll continue to do that, of course. But I can see why people won't, because you don't necessarily have a struggle getting a ticket for an Ireland game now.
Yeah. Actually, here's a one for you, and I promised this for Dennis. I won't mention his second name, but he did. Unless he wants me to, of course, if you're watching that. But he's asked me to mention a guy on the. I promise we'd mention him tonight on the stream about the supporter who actually took the FAI to court. Lord supporter. Let's see, what's his name? Got the Irish Examiner here. in front of me. What's his name?
Yeah, this was to do with the Andorra
Jerry
game,
Flynn.
wasn't it? When they reset the game,
Jerry Flynn, Armenia.
Mm.
So Jerry Flynn, a loyal football supporter, has successfully sued. He's a Crisp member as well. How you doing, Jerry? By the way, if you're watching, or if anyone, a friend of Jerry, is watching, tell him we wish him all the best. A loyal football supporter has successfully sued the FAI, claiming he was treated like muck after a rescheduled international away game left him out of pocket. Jerry Flynn, 76, a lifelong football fan, was awarded just over €1,091. The total loss he incurred when the date for a 2022 Armenia versus Ireland match in Yerevan was brought forward by 3 days. Brought civil action against him when the FEI apparently was negligent in running a wrong statement on its website. So basically, they never updated on his website, and he used that to book it. And basically, he won. And the FEI, he apparently brought it to the attention of the FEI. And, whatever happened there was a breakdown in communication, or he didn't listen or whatever. And he won. He got, he said, Mr. Flynn said on the 15th of April, he emailed the FEI CEO at the time, Jonathan Hill, demanding to know why fans were not kept informed. Mr. Flynn said the response was that it had been caused by the invasion of Ukraine, which impacted some match dates in June. He testified that 9 days later, he emailed FEI President Jerry McClean, who he said replied that it will be brought to the attention of the association's executive board. He sent up follow-up emails in May and June, as well as registered letter in July, but they were all ignored. And he said he was treated like muck, so there you go. Apparently, they did offer a goodwill gesture, 3 season tickets. It's a goodwill gesture because he was a lot supported, but it was on a confidential basis. He rejected them because the issue was about the FBI's website information. Yeah, and that was it. So, expensive mistake there by the FAI. I remember that actually. Do you remember No to Gay? And I went on a smear
Yes.
campaign.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Most 3 people came up to me and said, "Yeah, we actually we were going to book No to Gate, but when you or Go to Gate, and when we heard
Don't
your
mention them
story,
anymore. You're advertising them.
no, they're not around anymore.
Oh, they're not anymore.
Russian owned. No, fucking Russian owned. Like,
Oh, right.
I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah, there you go then, Dave.
Bastards.
It was interesting. Yeah, that article was great. Very. I mean, the fair play to him for going through with it and not accepting the compensation and all that kind of thing. But I thought it was good as well. In the conversation he got as well, he did allow him some compensation to cover his pets being looked after in his absence when he had to change dates, which I thought was quite nice. Well, it's quite funny little part of the story. But that's where you got to rely on ourselves, Dave. For accurate information.
That's right
on all things.
Well, not me. Martin is the man for your tickets. So lesson learned, hopefully, for all involved there. But no, there you go, Dennis. I did promise to mention that, and I have done anyway. So I hope you're watching. Hope you are enjoying the pod. Right. So, shall we move it on, Martin? Obviously,
we will, Dave. Just a couple of things I want to come up first, if you don't mind. Just going to come in. I saw a very good photo. Actually, we must put this up. Just go on. Sammy Schmoddix met Ed Sheeran. I thought it was quite good. I thought it was you first of all in the photo, so we must get that up on our socials. But it was actually Ed Sheeran. And the other thing interesting, which again is another little one we will share. John O'Shea has been in the winners' enclosure with a racehorse recently. And what I liked about that is I've got the photo just been sent to me, actually. It was over the weekend. What I like about it, in the winning connections photo, he's got the green Castore Island jumper on in the casual off-piste kind of situation where he's at a racecourse, still sporting his island stuff. So fair play to him. Nice to see a winner for John O'Shea. I know he's into his horse racing. And that was just, I thought, some little snippets of news I'd bring you, Dave.
There you go. Thank you very much. That's why you tune in, guys, to Lansdowne. Keep those comments coming in. But yeah, I mean, that's all the squad, really. Obviously, we play Finland on Thursday. We will be live on the ground. We will have a pre-match. We'll have a Finland preview, but we will be live from the game. The usual. About an hour before kickoff, we'll have the pre-game. We'll talk about the squad. Connor will be sitting next to me. He will be back. I'm going to have a word with him when I see him. He will be back on Thursday, sitting next to me in Lansdowne Road, please God. And then, of course, for the aftermath when the match is finished. And then we will go and we will head to Wembley on Sunday. And Connor will yet again be sitting next to me. And I'll yet again have another word with him because I'm a bully. That's what I do. No, I'm just joking. Shame Connor's not on tonight, but there you are. And also, we will be live, don't forget, on Friday from the London Irish Centre. £28 a ticket. Book them online and you get 2 free drinks. 2 free drinks. London Irish Centre in Camden. Come on. Well, what are you waiting for? Right, we're going to move it on. We'll move away from the squad a bit, Martin. Obviously, it's November. So it's James McClean season. And here he is. This was the game on the weekend where he stood away from the rest of us for the remembrance silence. He stood away from the players and he got dogs abuse again. Here's a statement he read out on Instagram. Bear with me. Sorry, it's a long one. You are. I've addressed this matter many times. Not that I should have to, but explaining it now on social media out of respect for work colleagues, teammates, past and present, fans who have supported me, Wigan, Wrexham, especially, for them to have a full understanding. The poppy represents for me an entire different meaning to what it does for others. I offended by someone wearing a poppy? No, absolutely not. What does offend me, though, is having the poppy try be forced upon me. The poppy, which originally stood for World War I and II, has now been adopted into honouring and remembering British soldiers that have served in all conflicts throughout the world, including those who opened fire and murdered 14 innocent civilians on Bloody Sunday in January 1972 in my home city, as well as many other brutal crimes throughout Ireland. That is why I never have and never will wear a poppy. If the poppy's sole purpose was to honour World War One and II, then I would have no issue in wearing it, but that's not the case. And then he goes on. I won't read it all, but he sort of goes on. And actually, he does finish up. He goes on about the education of it. Some people, no matter what, will not educate themselves or want to educate themselves. So to those who throw abuse about matters they know nothing about, with insults like hate our country, well, I don't. Some of my best relationships I've made through the years are with people born and raised in England and have completely different beliefs to me. Happy to work and live in the UK, but take the King Shilling. Send him back to his home town to work then. Well, the sad matter of fact is, if I did, I would still be getting paid in the King Shillings, unfortunately, which is part of the whole problem to begin with. One thing I'll never have and never will do is bend the knee to compromise my convictions. So he doesn't do the whole bending the knee either, does he? The BLM thing that they do. So there you go. It's another year, another November, and it's James McClean. I mean, he's every right not to. I mean, that's the idea of the poppy, isn't it? As well, it's it's defeated fascism in the 40s, so you could have this freedom of speech. Obviously, some people don't see it that way. I think I know. Fair enough. Have at it. Whatever. I come from a very military family. I'll say no more. But I come from a very military family, and I've people. As I'm sure we all had. My great grandfather was killed in World War One by the Germans. I'm sure there's so many people watching this that have had grandfathers or great grandfathers have fought in the war, etc. I think that what I'm having a problem with now is, Martin, that there seems to be a witch hunt on Irish people, like Roy Keane. All joking aside, wearing the poppy. And there was a comment there about Clinton Morrison. You wore the poppy. Why are you wearing a poppy for? Like, when has this become such a problem? If you want to wear the poppy, wear the poppy. If you don't. Like, one argument seems to defeat the purpose of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very delicate subject, of course. James, I think, sums up really well there, and his whole point, I think, one of the key bits in it where he says about the education of it. He's explaining why he doesn't. Like you, Dave, I've had ancestors who lost their lives in the First World War and things like that. And it was the war for the rights for small nations, and that's what Ireland were at that time and are. So that is where you have to think about this. You have the right to do so or not do so. And I think that's very important that we all understand that. And, I love James's convictions. I love his passion for Ireland. Share that in so many ways. And it is just down to personal choice. We do live in this world now. Like, it's a bit woke, of course. We know that. Like, Roy Keane will have it foisted on him, and he probably just thinks, I'll put it on. There's all sorts of little emblems that people put on TV now, and it's a certain season. I know the poppy's a bit different to that, but I don't see the thing. It's something I'm quite fascinated with. I'm going to speak on Friday at the Irish Centre, and because I want to gauge this of the lads really, Alan Kelly and Hart and Clinton Morrison, because I think we, as a nation, we have to educate ourselves, and as football fans, obviously understand things as well. But we've got to remember that some of the players now who play second generation, third generation Irish, they qualify for Ireland. There is Irish as people born on the island of Ireland, and I think it's very important. I think to represent that, to understand that when some people don't share that kind of hatred of England, in a sense that it is, and there's rivalry now on Sunday. That's what we should be celebrating and seeing on the pitch. It doesn't have to extend off it. Um, I know there's proud history of Ireland, and of course with that, and I love all the Rebel songs as well. To be honest, I absolutely love it. And we're going to have Catalpa at the Claddagh Ring on Saturday and Sunday, and you can't get more Rebel than them, to be honest. So I understand all that, and I have my own beliefs, which I'm entitled to. But I do think we sometimes it just seems there's a definite kind of viewpoint from some Irish fans that we have to really hate England, and I don't think you understand sometimes that some of our players who have settled now in England, who perhaps came over from Ireland and have had careers here very successfully, they've married into English families. Their kids are brought up English Irish. They don't share that hatred of England, and when you're having a go at them, oh, you're English and you shouldn't be this and things like that. I don't think it's really relevant at all, and I think we should understand that and be a bit bigger than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I just don't like the whole like weaponization of it. Like it was never a problem. It was never a problem. No, to be fair, you never had somebody say I'm not wearing it. Like James McClean, I don't think Fessy wore it either. Over the weekend. I know Matic, when he's playing for United and Chelsea, didn't wear it because he's Serbian, yeah, NATO. And he didn't like the involvement there. Well, maybe if your country wasn't ethnic cleansing, anyway. But yeah, and he didn't wear it. There was nothing said there, and James McClean does it. I know James McClean hasn't helped himself at times either. He has stirred the pot a little bit too, but yeah. Anyway, but it's I just don't know what everyone just seems to be so angry these days that we have to fucking weaponize it. Like we have to, you know, yeah. Anyway,
Well,
it
look,
is.
Erin
It's
McClean,
not going away.
Erin McClean on Twitter, she went, "I can't believe we've having to. This has been 12 years of this."
Yeah,
I do understand though, like it riles those fans, but they're not educated. They're not the type of people who are going to follow James McClean on Instagram to see what he says to explain it, and they don't want to know. So, and there is an attack on James McClean, and some of his
yeah.
teammates don't wear it. That's just how it is, and James McClean is the poster boy for the Poppy
Yeah.
campaign,
I mean,
basically, and people to bash him.
just in from Connor there. He's just WhatsApped. He's listening. He just said that like Tom O'Connor didn't wear one either. Not a word said. He's from Kilkenny, so I think it's just the whole thing is silly. It's just anyway. We're going to move on from there. Anything else, Mark? Is there anything else before we get on to the comments?
Just a little bit of again for the weekend, it's in it. We obviously have the Irish Centre on Friday, and on the Saturday we've got KitCon. Delighted to be part of their kind of idea of the weekend. KitCon's coming to the Claddagh Ring from midday on Saturday. That's the Claddagh Ring in Hendon, northwest London. Good transport links, Northern Line, quite simple. Thames Link as well from central London. And that will be where you'll be able to look at all the kind of rare Ireland football kits and some other spectacular shirts that are on sale. There's going to be a lot of merchandise available as well. We'll have our West London Club scarves. We've got these lovely flasks as well, of course. We've got some posters as well. And on Saturday, we'll be joined at the Claddagh Ring by some amazing bands as well. Life of Riley. We've got Catalpa, Fieldsy, bit rebel. Be very, very honest. James McClean would absolutely love it in there. But we will have the KitCon lads on stage. We've got Ian Hart as well for a Q&A with us, and all the Raw faithful and Irish fans who are coming there. There'll be food available till 10 as well. And looking forward to a really good day there at the Claddagh Ring. Again, some of the proceeds from some of the sales of some of the merchandise we'll have. We've got some posters that you'll be able to get signed by some of the guests at it. And
You got some there, Mark?
it's gonna be really, really good. Yeah, we've got so we've got Andy Reid actually coming on the Sunday, and Ian Hart is coming on the Saturday night. So do pop to the Claddagh Ring. That's in Hendon. And we've got some lovely posters that we're going to sell with the proceeds going towards.
And you can get those signed.
Yep, exactly. Grab them, grab the lads, have a photo, and yeah, it'd be a brilliant night. And then obviously on a Sunday match day, we're going to be there meeting the Raw Faithful, aren't we, Dave? Breakfast from 10 o'clock. Live build up to the match. Going to have a chat with Irish fans there. Q&A. We'll get Andy Reid on stage for a chat. All the bands are going to be back in there as well. And win or lose, after the game at Wembley, we're back to the Cladder Ring for a late one, open till 3 a.m. So if you are doing the early airport one from Heathrow, which I know some people are, fair play. You can head at 3 o'clock from the Cladder.
It's the only place to go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, good music, great food, good drink, £5 for a Guinness, by the way, all weekend in the Cladder Ring, £5. That is cheap for London. Unfortunately, 14 years of Tory rule has shot everything up. £5 for a pint of Guinness all weekend, and it's good Guinness as well in the Cladder. So there's only one place to go. Cladder Ring on the Saturday and the Sunday. Easy transport links to the stadium, and of course, Friday. It's for a good cause, guys. It's the Irish Centre in London. Ticket sales all go back into the Irish Centre. They do some fantastic work for the older community, the older Irish community in London. They do things like they sort out their passports. They sort out, basically, they don't know what they're entitled to. They go in and they sort it all out. There's a lovely little community there in Camden Town. So if you can't make it on Friday and you want to contribute, buy a ticket in absentia. We'll absolutely appreciate it. It's a fantastic cause as well. If you book online, LondonIrishCentre.org. If you go into events, you get your ticket there. If you book online, you get 2 free drinks. 2 free drinks. And also, you can rock up. If you're not sure if you can make it or not, you can rock up and pay at the door as well. So, anyway, we're going to get to the comments.
Just a quick one, Dave. I do have another announcement.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I do. I think it would be nice for us to offer our congratulations to Kieran Crowley from the FAI, a little baby boy today. So, congrats, Kieran. We know you're very busy, and geez, I hope you're going to be able to get your trip over to London with the lads. But yeah, look, it is appreciated. I think some of the media stuff that the FAI do is very, very good. It gives us good insight into what's going on. But just honoured to offer our congratulations to you there.
Absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. I saw the photographs there on Twitter now. Brilliant, delighted. I only became an uncle myself there a couple of months ago when I was in Dublin for the England game. So no, was it the Finland game? No, Greece game. So yeah, no, brilliant stuff. And yeah, big Kieran, he's been brilliant for us. And he does a great job over there at the FAI. So right, brilliant stuff. Right, we're going to move it on. We're going to get to the comments. This is where you guys get to have your say. By the way, just thank you to the 1,100 people watching us live here on a Monday night, which is mad, at 9:45 to 10 to 10 UK and Ireland time. So thank you for the wonderful support again from the Raw Faithful. Right, where's my little thing that I do? So it was so smooth here. The production value is just so slick, isn't it? All right, here we go. Here's the comments. Right, you're gonna have to bear with us a little bit because Martin. So you're gonna have to get your app out. You are.
All right, got it. Don't worry about that.
You bleed new are. Your app out. Oh, here's one for you actually. Straight off the bat, straight onto Twitter. Dara on Twitter asks, "How you doing, Dara? Will the loyalty program still be in place when they go on general sale?" Martin.
The loyalty for the season ticket. Oh yeah, this is the new thing they're doing. So if you attend a home game as a season ticket holder, you'll get your 2 points and 1 for an away game, which is a bit strange to a lot of us. Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah, I think this is the kind of to reward season ticket holders when you have a season ticket and you actually commit to it. That's what you're going to be. You'll have an account established by the FAI. So that's how it's working now. A lot of the sports clubs aren't happy with how they're doing this because it will make many sports clubs redundant. Yeah. With London, we've got over nearly, I think, 700 members now. And we facilitate all the ordering for tickets and things like that, which is fantastic. But, if the FAI are going to do it all in-house, which they are going to be doing in time, it will just be your own account. And it's going to be more important than for supporters clubs to just adapt and see what we're doing instead. So, but the loyalty program will be probably it will be in place for people who are supporters and who go and take up season tickets.
There you go there. Hopefully that answers that. Kevin O, how are you lads? That was off air. I was having a little chat there with Kevin O. Good man, Kevin. It was actually kind of funny. I was thinking there when we were off air, I was saying to Martin, hurry up because he's a little bit late, as he always is. And he was like, I was like, come on, Martin, I want to go live. He was like, yeah. He had his head down. And I pressed the intro. And he thought we were going live. His fucking head popped up. Did you get a bit of whiplash there?
It's like a rabbit in the headlights there.
The look on your face.
I went, jeez, we live.
It was priceless. Yeah, I should have actually. I wish I had recorded that. Kevin O, and then I said that you were late again. I was giving out to you. There you go, as a comment. Getting ready, shouldn't be too long. Bleeding Martin late again. And Kevin O, popcorn, yellow striped smile. There we go. Connor says if Connor isn't on, he's not watching. Piss off then, Connor. Yeah. And Monaghan Abu says Kevin O as well. Mark Tangney over on YouTube. You could pick a decent 11 out of an injury list. Not too bad, is it? Bazunu in goal. Amabama Coleman. Brady, yeah. Coleman. Duffy. Yeah.
Wow. All small bone.
Yeah, well,
cousin.
Well, Alan Brown's not injured. He's just not picked.
Yeah. Ogbene,
yeah, he could play as a right winger.
Yeah.
We're going to struggle.
And everyone who pulled out the squad today.
Yeah, you could play.
Let's focus on the lads who are available. Dave.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, Mark's just upset me bringing up cousin Will's injury.
When is he back to you now? Got any family info?
The family WhatsApp's gone a bit quiet on it. They won't let me in the group.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, Martin. And like we see you show up, it's like again. Who let him in? JOC on Twitter. Happening, boys. Good man, JC. We hope you are enjoying this. Right, Martin, this is where you earn your keep. Right? So, who said this? Facebook user. Opinions on Neil Ferrugia, Dave.
Yeah. Sorry, here we go. John O'Sullivan. There you go. And where's Connor is his next comment. So, yeah.
Who said that?
Google him. John O'Sullivan.
Are you, John? No, I'm not.
Yeah, here comes a Google search.
Shamrock Rovers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen him play. He's born in France.
Yeah. Yeah, well done to Rovers as well, by the way, in the Europa. They're doing amazingly well. And I know we haven't had a live show as well since Shells. So that was well done to Duffer as well. And you can back all of our past episodes where we have that clip. That I've spoken to so many people about that clip where Damien Duff, how he addressed the media afterwards, and saying, how they were told they couldn't compete, and this is an inspiration to everyone. I love that. I like when I see that kind of thing.
Yeah, I actually had it there, but I deleted it. Sorry. No. Congratulations to him as well. And of course, the League of Ireland final. Oh, that was one actually I meant to say. So, did you see that the League of Ireland final? League of Ireland final, the FAI Cup final.
There is a question later on about that.
There is, but the attendance 38,000, the highest ever for a non-Dublin final.
Yeah, more than we're at the last game, the last Ireland game.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's brilliant. It's like holy Jesus, it's.
I did see some. I think it was a little bit of criticism of this. I don't know the schoolboy football setup and Sunday League setup in Ireland, but a lot of the games in Dublin, like youth level, all went ahead, and they were saying that it was an opportunity to kind of have the weekend off and get people to go to games, which would make sense, wouldn't it? But I did see a bit of criticism of that, but that's probably outside of the FAI's control.
Yeah. Did I read somewhere, or did I make this up this morning, that over 1 million people
watched the League of Ireland?
Watched the League of Ireland this year. I didn't make that up, did I? That actually happened.
You do make up some stuff, Dave.
I do, don't I? I don't make it up. It just kind of happens. It's it's kind of scary, Mark. It's just I don't know, 1 million people, League of Ireland. Yeah, here we go. Cheeky bastard. Yeah, one League of Ireland tennises break the million mark for the first time. This is RTE. This was announced at 5-4. The tennises across the League of Ireland in 2024 broke the million mark for the first time ever. A total of 1,001,630 fans went to games in the Airtricity Men's Premier Division, First Division, and the Women's Premier Division, and cups and all that. That's brilliant. That is fantastic. The League of Ireland, man, it's alive. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's brilliant.
I'm delighted for it. Absolutely delighted for it. Yes, a million attendance. It's because we're producing it. Oh, all right, Connor. See, this is great. I'm getting attacked by the comments from the Roar Faithful, and also Connor's having a go at me on WhatsApp. The Ferrugia thing. Apparently, the way I pronounced the name last time, I'm having a piss take. Sorry, Connor. You know, and I am right. A million in attendance. All right, here we go. Where's the next one? Sorry, this is all going mental. So that was John O'Sullivan. By the way, John, thank you for commenting. We hope you are well. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good fun here. Shannock Shannock Roy. I could not make any head nor tail of Hamer's decision to take Matt Doherty back into the squad. Yeah, we discussed it earlier on. I think it's just a bit of an injury crisis. Really, I don't know who else he could put in, but
it's football. It's professional sport. They're gonna have to handle this, situation, well. But because we could be reliant on him coming back in, and he's a professional footballer. Fair play. He's not throwing his toys out of the pram that we know of. If he does, perhaps if he doesn't start, maybe that will be the case. But I'd like to see how he settles in around the camp. And I'm not saying there's a problem, but it didn't sit well with me, as I said at the start of the show, how he's reacted and talking about being disrespected. Yeah. Don't think he had any respect from us for the performance, but let's give him the benefit.
Andrew. He's sticking out Andrew as well. I think he's just taking
that was a bit, yeah.
I didn't like that. I think if you're Matt Doherty, you take a lumps, you look back and go, yeah, I've been shit. It happens. I've been shit, haven't been good enough, not tracking back.
Not to stir shit on this though, but to bring up Omobamidele with that, I don't think he would have done that if it had been a more senior pro that he's been around camps with. I know he's been in it, Omo, but it is a bit going with someone who's not had loads and loads of caps yet and kind of digging him out. I'm not saying that was the kind of part of it, but he did name like, oh, well, I'm not happy with that. I mean, Darragh O'Shea played right back, and he hasn't named him.
That's my problem though. Like, you're supposed to be a senior player, and yet you've just thrown one of the junior players under the bus. That is not the attitude of a senior player. That is not the attitude of a captain.
No.
And that's what I'm talking about here. That's what I said earlier on. It's, they go on, oh, he's got this experience. What experience? He gave an interview to, and he moaned about it. I'll see him in November. He was right, I suppose. Subsequently, eventually, he got there in the end. But, you've given an interview. You having to go at a junior lad who's also struggling as well at a club. To be fair, you were third in the Premier League, or you were third anyway before the weekend. So, yeah, I'm not happy about that. Dean Flood, just the Englishman today. Thanks, Dean.
Cheers.
Is this him as well on Facebook? Is this him, the Facebook user? Just the Englishman today. So, who said that?
No, that's John O'Sullivan.
All right,
again, and then he's talking about
where's Connor?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's that as well. Yeah, that's John O'Sullivan.
Hey, John. Half the England team injured there for the taking.
Martin Fitzpatrick.
Good man, Martin. But yeah, there you go. Sorry, guys. We can only apologise, but not our fault. But yeah, like, and he says it here as well. I see 8 of the English squad have dropped out. The Doherty effect.
Yeah, running scared.
Yeah, we might. Yeah.
Well, Matt Doherty is really, really close friends with Harry Kane. So if Harry Kane's in the squad, it might be that the reason as well. Bring them back together. That's a little holiday in London.
Kevin O. Heimer seems to have a decent knowledge of the Irish players in the Prem and Championship now. Big improvement on the first win, though. Well, yeah, he is learning. I will give him that, Martin. I will say there was some doubts about him sort of after the first win that we thought, are you really... yeah, I know. You see the comment coming up, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the comment coming up. Sorry, Kevin. We'll talk about yours first, and then we'll talk about the next one. We have another special guest. Again. But Yeah, he does seem to be learning, doesn't he? Like massive improvement, as
Mm.
Kevin says there. Like he's getting better. You saw after the first game, and he came. You know what he said, and it was a massive misstep. And people were like, hold on a second, and he went, "Oh, okay." And then you all of a sudden, you know, he went from saying, "Well, John's going to take over for the next couple of windows," and people, "Fuck no," and then you saw in the second game, you saw a change. You know, and he's just getting better and better and better. So yeah, definitely agree with you there, Kevin.
'Cause I look back at the squad announcement, Dave, as well, and he gets it home. I think, you know, like he did say, didn't he, coming in, I've got to learn Irish football, I've got to understand the Irish culture and things like that. And the first opening thing he said was congratulations to Shells, which was obviously endearing. It shows, yeah,
Yeah,
I am aware of things. Now I know that's I'm getting proper carried away with that. You know, that is a little bit of kind of PR kind of speak, I suppose. But you know,
oh,
he's doing it. He could have easily not mentioned anything, and you know, God, it's quite refreshing, I think.
yeah, and here he is himself, Dr. Heimer
Oh.
Hallgrimsson. Yes, lads, Doherty does have my nudes, in case you were wondering.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, you gotta love the Roar Faithful. Thank you, Roar Faithful. You do cheers. I do. You know, I've missed doing these lives, Martin. It's been a month since we've done it. We have to get back on this. We have to start doing
We will.
one once a week. I do. It cheers me up every time. Wakes me up. Conor McBretty. I do apologise if I'm butchering that.
Miss
Did you
London
see
member,
West
Mac
London?
Brearty.
McBrearty, sorry. Did you see how many England players have dropped out of the squad? Scared of the mighty Irish, says Connor. 8 players, so we might have a chance. G says with a lovely picture of Michael Collins there on his YouTube profile. I will defo buy one. A ticket or a flask. Or
Both.
both. Both.
Mhm.
Good man, G. If you are I'm sorry, I know I'm a bit of a whore. But if you are coming over to London on the Friday, London Irish Centre, Ian Hart, Alan Kelly, Clinton Morrison, 28 quid a ticket. It's for charity. It's for the Irish London Centre. They do the London Irish Centre. Sorry, they do. I'm going to fuck that up on the night, aren't I? I'm going to get that wrong when we do the intro. But they do brilliant, brilliant work. It is a charity. If you can't make it, buy a ticket in absentia or head to the door if you're not too sure. Buy one on the door. But if you buy one in advance, 28 quid, you get 2 drinks free. That's about, what, 12 quid already? You're saving 12 quid.
Yep.
You know, fantastic value. Come on.
And there are
Uh,
some other guests coming to that as well. We can't obviously announce them yet, but there are some special guests in the audience for that one
some,
who are friends of the lads and things like that. So yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be brilliant.
it's a bit of pressure on actually, Martin, isn't it? When we found out who's going to be in the audience today.
Yeah,
Jesus. We will have. We actually will have some some VIPs in the audience watching us, so we can't say anything about it. But yeah, it's going to be a great night. Some music, brilliant. But 28 quid a ticket for the Friday, fantastic cause. 2 free drinks. 2 free drinks. Come on, that's 12 quid already. 12 quid you're saving. So it's what, 16 quid for a great night in. And it's Martin and myself, and we'll have Connor somewhere making the coffee. Um, Connor will be there as well. Well, anyway, so yeah, don't worry. I will go back to whoring myself out later on again throughout the podcast. Facebook user, right, Martin? Who is this? Earn your keep, son. 20.
This is John O'Sullivan again.
Hey,
Not
John.
understanding that we're based in London, so
Yeah.
we do operate in pounds.
And actually, although to be fair, looking at the stock market, it's probably 1 for 1 at the moment, is it?
Mm.
Yeah, no, we pounds. Well, you never know. Evening, lads. Who's this, Martin? Who's this wonderful?
James Agnew, our fantastic writer.
James has a great article. Check it out, lansdowne.ie. I haven't shared it on the page yet. I'm really sorry, James. I'm so shit at doing that, and I apologise. But James, brilliant writer, and he's got an article about Ireland and England and previous games. It's fantastic. It's on lansdowne.ie. Give it a shout. I will share it once I get off this here. And he's a good lad as well. Actually, he's part of the writing team. Sorry.
It is exciting, isn't it, going to Wembley, Dave? Like, you know, it's the first time we're playing them since 2013 competitively in front of a crowd. I was there behind the closed doors game. That was a bit of a hiding that we got. We know that, but it didn't really happen because no one was there. It's a little bit like when Liverpool won the league. That one, you know, the Asterix one, just the same situation for me. So, yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this.
quick question, actually, and we'll get to James in a second. No. Did you see that video of the referee?
Oh, I did. Yeah, Well, that's ridiculous.
David
Coots,
Coots.
is that? Yeah.
David Coots.
What a I was gonna
He looks
say.
off his trolley.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, but like
And
the bit where he says this can't go, like, what is he videoing it for? Who's he trusting? It just shows you, Dave. You know, them videos that you sent me, I'll always keep them.
no, I
I'm going in
think
tonight in Helsinki, Martin. I'm not going out tonight. Oh, Dave. Oh,
no,
God.
there weren't videos; there were pictures. No, do you know what? Though I mean, look, and of course now all the Liverpool fans are going after him,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they,
the league and stuff. Yeah.
it's in England though. We seem to have this in the Premier League where referees cannot be corrupt. Absolutely, I'm not saying David Coots corrupt, by the way, but this doesn't help. I don't think he is. It's just this doesn't help. What the hell is he doing? Like, what the fuck? And he said it at the end. Because he called him, he calls Klopp a German. See you next Tuesday, and then he says at the end, "Oh, by the way, this video cannot go out," and he looks out of it.
Yeah, and the lad says like, and this will ruin his career.
It's like,
I don't know.
who is this guy, and why are you with him, and why are you hanging around with somebody who's about 20 years younger than you? Like, what's going on? I mean, to be fair, Martin, when you hang around with me, you're dealing with someone 20 years younger, but Right, we're moving on. So, James. So, this is James Agnew. Evening, lads. Big week ahead. Looking forward to it. Some cracking stuff lined up. What do you make of the England players' withdrawals? Still a tough ask for us, but it'll definitely help us at Wembley. I think England look at it and they go, they don't really see this as a competitive game. They probably can't. They're not going to win the group. They're going to be stuck in Group B. Greece will probably win it now because they'll probably get a result against them, won't they? In Athens. I think Finland play. Are Greece back to back? They're back to back at home now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so Greece are going to win the group. England are going to be stuck in second. So I reckon a lot of the clubs just went,
they're under pressure, don't they? Like Pep and these players, and Pep was on about England winning Grealish and things. It's ridiculous, but
Yeah.
But look, we're a different where we are. Like we've got new. I know England have got a new manager as well coming in, of course, but where we are, like we're early stages of this kind of redevelopment. What we're trying to do. So some of these players now coming through, the younger lads, bit of experience, of course, but some of the Schmodik's still relatively inexperienced. He'll be coming through, international level, of course, but he's coming through now. We need him really understanding international football and how it works and turn it on. I mean, a fantastic goal the other day for him. So yeah, I'm excited to see that, and obviously Cannon coming into the squad, Ferguson. It's exciting now to watch Ireland, and England will still be a massive task, but nothing to fear, especially on the back of Greece winning there.
Yeah, absolutely. Kai Watkins, where's the ginger lad? I'm right here. Look, it's ginger. Maybe gotten grey, but it's ginger. Kieran McDonald, how you doing, Kieran? Well, lads, loving the shows. Quick question: what happened to Nick? Always loved his insights and knowledge about Irish football. Nick is on the Green Machine, so you can follow Green Machine over on Facebook, and he's still over there, and he's still writing away, and and he's doing good things over there
for us as well. And
yeah,
the WhatsApp group, brilliant knowledge on that and insight, and following a bit of rugby as well. And yeah, wish him all the best.
absolutely. Yeah, he's over there on Facebook. Give him a follow, Green Machine. Green Machine over on Facebook. He's still doing his thing. Don't worry, he's still there. Darren, how you doing, Darren? Win against Finland and honourable performance against England. Please, want to see Moran and Cannon start. I mean, yeah. I am excited about seeing Andy Moran. Him and Finn as. Connor was giving out to me about. Connor's put in his starting 11. He's gone with 3-5-2 actually.
Jesus.
I don't know, but anyway, we're a bit late, bit early for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Andy Moran. Really, like he's the next Finn as. He now hopefully will be in the squad. Just going forward, he's doing really well. He was in the championship team of the week actually, Finn as. This week, so fair play to him. 2 goals and an assist, and Andy Moran. Want to see those two link up, Martin?
Yeah, well, Heimer said, this is the last opportunity. This is where he kind of justified not picking Matt Doherty originally, because it's the last opportunity for to kind of have an experimental squad. So he's going to give them lads the opportunity. Now, we spoke about it on the last show as well. I was interested to hear from Connor. Didn't really give us a straight answer at all, but about who from the under-21s would be stepping up. But this is the sad thing about under-21 football is the lads are in that kind of age bracket, and then they can just drift away, and it takes a little bit of time to get back into the kind of senior fold. But he has them two especially are the ones I'm excited to see, and looking forward to it now. Really am. I think I'm quite optimistic. I hope it's the kind of reversing. I'm glad it's England's second, because I'm excited to see. He should have them lads, the two guys there chomping at the bit, give them some time against Finland, so they're actually looking forward to it and have that experience, and then go, right, let's get you in there now.
Right, Connor he's chomping away there. He sent in an injured 11. So it goes back to the question we were asked earlier.
We are trying to follow about 500 feeds here. We've got Facebook, YouTube, and Connor's nonsense.
Yep. Connor's nonsense.
Just check, Dave. When you were trying to when you're in Helsinki, did you have problems with the phone trying to ever get hold of anyone or anything like that?
Yeah.
I wish he'd been as responsive then.
Yeah, it was quite. Yeah, I couldn't get a fucking hold of him in Helsinki. Could I? It was quite wet in Helsinki. I found it to be very wet in Helsinki.
If you are in the Cladder Ring, just check up on Connor, just see if he's all right, and if he is drinking Guinness, which is £5 of Guinness, every now and again, just slip in a 0-1 into his hand.
Yeah, and give me as many zeros as possible.
Going.
Not performance wise. I get enough of them. Guinness 0, £5 in the Cladder Ring. By the way, £5 Guinness 0, and a normal Guinness in the Cladder. It's good stuff as well. But yeah, sorry, we're going back to Connor's 11. Sorry, Connor. He goes, read the title. He's called. Wow, Connor. He's called us English pricks, Martin.
Oh, Jesus. There you go. See.
This is great. We got just under 1,400 people watching us live, and we're having that sort of language on here.
Yeah,
definitely.
Ignore him now. Ignore him, and let's engage with the people who actually watching the show.
I'm gonna read out
because they couldn't get on it.
I'm gonna read out is Ireland. Yeah, he is bitter, isn't he? Bitter Connor. I'm gonna read out his Ireland injured 11 because it was a question that was asked for us earlier on. So, in goal, you got Bazunu. This is a 3-5-2. Okay, you got Coleman, Obama, Delhi, and Duffy. Right mid, you got Curtis, Ronald Curtis. You've got Smallbone, Bosun Lawal in midfield. You got Robbie Brady. You got Jamie McGrath, Ogbenny, and Adamida. So yeah, it's a
very good.
I'm a fraud apparently as well. This is how these children communicate, Martin. They don't come on here and say these things.
Exactly.
They have to get on a WhatsApp. I'm not giving them the fucking invite to get on here. Just in case he does. They get on the WhatsApp and he start having a go. I'm texting away. He'd be texting me like text speak and all that. I won't have a clue what he's on about. Right, Paul Brown. All right, lads. Great work in the pod. Fair play to you all. Thank you very much. That's fair play to Martin and myself. John McClean, good to see Manning involved. It is. I mean, he did say he was on a prep. What?
Lamka, it's not Ronan.
You fraud.
He's just kicking off still. Right, let's ignore him because we're missing out on.
I'm ignoring him. Where's the ginger lad? Yeah, we've been asked it again. Who said that?
I don't know. I was looking at something else.
That's what you're here for.
I know that, but yeah, I think it's just a repeat of the original comment.
Okay. Paul Brown. Doherty, for fuck's sakes.
John O'Sullivan. There you go. John O'Sullivan said
Good man, John. Nick, Azaz is on fire at the moment, says Nick. He is. He really is. He's doing really well. He's getting assists. He's getting goals. Fair play to him. Adrian Rochford, how you doing? Adrian, Knight seems to be having a very good season for Bristol, but how do you fit him, Azaz, and Moore into the same Ireland team, assuming Cullen keeps his place? Some good depth at midfield. Probably won't start, but I reckon they'll definitely come on against Finland, won't they?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think they will. Yeah, and Knight, he'll do good, honest job for you. He'll run all day, won't he? And that's something. And he's one that I'm really interested to see how he develops club wise and also under Heimer. That you know he's one I've often felt a little bit sorry for because he plays a lot, but he gets put into. He's a utility player, isn't he? You can put him anywhere, and you're going to get up there. A consistent performance from him, but it doesn't allow him probably to play in his best position. And I don't even know what that is, to be honest. And that's the problem. Ireland have never had that with him.
There you go. Alfie Conneely. David Martin, opinions on Drogheda winning the FAI Cup. A big achievement for them winning against Derry. Brilliant. Part-time team, aren't they? They're the only part-time team. Did I read somewhere? Excuse me. They're the only part-time team in the League of Ireland. Brilliant. Fantastic. Honest to God, that they were well-deserved as well. Derry just didn't show up from what I saw of it. And no European football for Derry. And
Yeah,
will
they
be
got a
for
bit of a slating, didn't they? I think, like that they've really let down the people of Derry and all this kind of stuff. I don't know who that was. I've seen a little bit of that on Twitter, but I think it was part of the commentary team. But yeah,
they've let down James McClean. He was there.
Well, yeah.
And he was. Kingston, how you doing, Kingston, over on Twitter? Met Josh Cullen yesterday, and he mentioned that Stephen Kenny approached CJ Egan Riley, who's now starting with Burnley. Wonder if Heimer will follow up on this. Have you heard anything about that?
Not heard anything about that, but this is something that the FAI are looking to do, aren't they? Trying to bring in someone who is going to kind of follow up with Marco Toole. Does a fantastic job, friend of the show and friend of West London. Good lad, Mark. And that is the job, trying to find players who are eligible, and they've got to be at the right level. And that's like kind of going on from my point about the under-21s. You can play under 21 for Ireland, but the step up into senior football is massive. Like the difference again, it is huge. And that's why you're seeing some of the under 21s going off in different clubs and they're getting a lot of regular game time, or whether they can kind of get up to that senior level and playing at a high level, Premier League, it's a big ask for them. And then can they do it for Ireland internationally at the senior level as well as another further ask, I suppose. So, yeah.
Darren said, and he's right to say this, and I want to correct that. But Darren says he's not a luxury player, Doherty, that is. I define luxury player as someone who can be a passenger in a match but come up with a moment of brilliance to win games or create goals. He never does that, and it continues. No, you are right. Normally what I do say is he's a poor man's luxury player. Like he thinks he's a luxury player. But yeah, he never does that. And that's he has an attitude of a luxury player. Like a Glenn Hoddle or a Cantona. He wouldn't track back, doesn't, because he produces the goods of Ronaldo, but he never does. So no, you are right. But to be fair, if you've watched past episodes, I've always says he acts like he's a luxury player there. 1,400 people watching us, by the way, live. Just thought I'd mention that. Marcus Callahan, if the team was playing well or even seemed to be really trying, there wouldn't be need for the season ticket. BS. Yeah, Martin.
Don't really get that comment. Like you either have a season ticket or you don't you? You support Irish football, and it's a really good deal. Like when you look at it, it's a very, very good deal. When you work out the fact that they had then done the trio deal and it was more expensive to have a ticket for those games. So yeah, look, it's not the hottest ticket in town. It was during the 90s. You couldn't get them. We've spoken about that in the past, Dave. Under Big Jack, that was a different time, of course. But the Aviva Lansdowne Road has sold out maybe 2 or 3 times since 2010, and we've had some big teams come to the Aviva as well. So, but the season ticket I do think is very good value, and they are rewarding Spurs fans with that. But it has increased in some points, and some of the different sections, like family ticket, has gone up quite a bit, I think. But they do need to get more people in the stands to go and actually watch them, and there's got to be some of that even cleverness of how you kind of target kind of youth and young people there to go and get behind the team.
Fair. G again, looking forward to seeing Moran and Ferguson and Sammy in the front three. That'd be interesting. That would be. I'd like to see that actually. Yeah, probably won't. But
I'd like to see Sammy a little bit more central, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because and give him the opportunity against Finland, not stick him around on the left, and I think that's it. But
here's one. I've been asked about these. I'll get back to it. I know you're watching, Connor. Dennis Kirkin, do we have an update? Please WhatsApp me below. And here's downtown 123. Would like to have seen Josh Key and Luke Connell call up. Is Kirkin available to play? And Kingston asked about Dennis Kirkin. We're gonna get the little information, man. Hopefully he'll get back to us and we'll let you know. Who?
Connor McBrearty, who's actually going to the Irish Centre on Friday. So looking forward to seeing him.
Good man, Connor. Please say hello. Looking forward to the game on Thursday and the London Irish Centre event on Friday. But will Ireland have more than 5,000 fans at Wembley on Sunday? No, I think 4 or 7,000, wasn't it? They sold apparently.
You'll
have
4.5, 5.5. But there will. I know Irish fans who have already were worried so much about the priority list and all this, and knowing that they wouldn't be, getting a ticket if it was utilized and they needed to because it was so in demand. This is a Sunday in London, a month before Christmas. It's a bigger thing for a lot of Irish fans than England fans.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons the tickets are actually a bit delayed coming out, is because they've had to reconfigure Wembley to accommodate our lower numbers that we need. So tickets, some of them have not been issued yet. But there will be Irish fans in the home section without a doubt, because people panicked and they felt they wouldn't get them in the away end, which again, we can go back to looking at it and thinking, well, plan things ahead. We've known about this game for ages. We're less than a week out. It's quite frustrating. We don't even have tickets yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was actually chatting to a mate. He was like, he was going to get a ticket for the home end. I said, look, and he knows, I won't mention his name if you're watching, hello. But yeah, he basically, I said, no, I wouldn't do that, because you go in there and you're Irish. And trust me, he has a very, very Irish accent. Still lives in Ireland. So why wouldn't he? And so they hear your accent, you ain't getting in. Like they will take you out. They know you're Irish. They got no, because you don't want any trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, there will be pockets of Irish. I mean, I've done it myself. I went to Ireland, England, 2013. Had my Ireland top, my white Ireland top, underneath my jacket. So but if they saw the top of that, they probably think it was an England top, and I had the fucking England band behind me as well, bastards.
It'd be interesting, actually. Some of them Irish construction companies in London have all got boxes at Wembley. So it'd be interesting to see what's flying from them.
Yeah, I used to. I remember I knew a girl who his family was on it. No, actually was as a friend. No, genuinely as a friend.
This is taking a sinister twist.
No, it's not. No. It was. I remember she was telling me she was actually my cousin. She was trying to no. Moving on. Moving on.
Jesus, there
Nothing
we go.
sinister.
It's your breaking news. Clip that.
No, basically what it was.
It turned out to be his cousin.
I was having a pint. No. I was having a pint with my cousin, and introduced me to this young lady whose father owned a massive construction company. And I remember she was like mad into him, and he wasn't interested because she was younger. Like he was in his 40s, she was in her 20s. I was like, fucking mental. Like, she's fucking gorgeous. And anyway, yeah. So no, nothing sinister, you bastard. Facebook, you who's this?
All right, just
come on, Martin.
That's Conor McBrearty again. I love people who make a comment and then they make another one straight away after. So yeah, it's good.
Right. Don't agree with the British media attacking McClean every year. That's his beliefs, and they should respect that and move on. Yeah, I agree. It's just easy, isn't it? It's just easy. Bad news sells. They see that and they go, bah, 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 and they sell newspapers and whatever. But yeah, I do agree. Finnegan, Declan has a good point here, actually, as Declan always does. How you doing, Declan? Hope to see you on hopefully Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or at least one of those days.
Why don't you want to see Declan in Dublin? What's he done? Why don't you want to see him on Thursday, Dave?
I want to see everyone on Thursday, Martin. I just won't have any fucking time on Thursday because I'll be running to the stadium.
Okay.
Because I'm often the first person in the media section, getting ready, get prepared, because like your hero, failed to prepare to fail.
Yes, you're right.
I don't prepare to fail. I just fail. No, I am prepared. Anyway, sorry, Deck. Probably a bigger story than James McClean was the behaviour of the Celtic fans at Kilmarnock. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just basically what it was. They just sang and chanted through the minute of silence. I'm thinking, you can't really have a minute of silence then, can you? And
No,
it can rally.
and it was basically they dictated that it got ended early, didn't it? And I know that Kilmarnock have been quite scathing of that in press conferences and
Yeah,
things after.
it's like it's a bit. What do
Mm.
you do? Like, I don't know. Scottish football is very strange at the moment. Like, it's just very weird. Like, you have apparently, I think this is the first year where Celtic and Rangers had away fans in the Old Firm for the first time in years.
Yeah, because they had that reciprocal agreement, like when they blocked each other before and said, "Well, we're not
Yeah,
going to do it." And yeah,
weird. But yeah, no. What did you guys? If any of you guys saw that, what did you think of it? Basically, they just chanted all through the minute silence, and that they had to finish it early. Kilmarnock Kilmarnock manager came out, didn't he? And he said, like, Celtic, they dictate everything we do. It's our ground, it's our minute silence. And we had to end it early because of them. Does he have a point? But Baylor, I was going to say baller there. Baylor on YouTube, having a doubt in the squad over Ditsy is a disgrace. Hashtag Ditsy. We trust. Bring back Ditsy, says Connor. No rep tracker, no party. I might as well give him a plug. Do go over to Rep Tracker on Twitter if you're not already watching some Rep Tracker, by the way. If you want to find out what's going on with the current crop and the next crop coming in, he does great work over there, Connor. I do have an answer about the whole Kirkin thing. He says, he's not telling me, it's none of my business. Great. No. He does actually say that, but then he repents. Same situation, but same situation. He's definitely interested. So this is the Kirkin question. We were asked, so and we're doing our best for you here, guys, as we always do. Same situation with Kirkin. He's interested. There was problems in the past with passport and people trying to claim he's not actually eligible. Just wait and see. He's very hopeful. Connor is, and as Connor would say, "Don't doubt me, Dave." So there you go. Real question is, can we see Ditsy at the Irish London in the future? Martin, can we? You make it happen, Martin. You got all the contacts.
Ditsy's still playing now, isn't he? So it's going to be difficult for us to get him at the moment. But yeah, he'd be one down the line we want to hear about.
Maybe
the goal record for Ireland and things like that.
Ditty mania. Telling you now.
And he's very welcome if he is watching. I saw him actually, and Darren Gibson putting away a few pints. So they're very welcome to the Claddagh Ring. They'll do some serious damage to £5 pints.
£5 pints is mental. £5 pints all weekend, the Claddagh Ring. Also, 28 quid a ticket at the Irish Centre. 2 free drinks. What's my rabbit done?
Oh, jeez, that is not you.
Even Eileen. Even Eileen's astonished. She's astonished. 2 free drinks. My little 3-legged rabbit, she knows what's going on. I do have a rabbit that's got 3 legs. It's not a euphemism. Yes, 2 free drinks at London Irish Centre. 28 quid a ticket. If you book it in advance, 2 free drinks as part of that. Come on. What are you waiting for? Connor, how you doing? Big game for Bray. He knows the score. He's going to be there on Friday. Big game for Bray against Drogheda this weekend. FAI Cup winners remembered at final on Sunday. Bad memories as Finn Harps fan. 3 final saga. So is that that's the playoff, isn't it? That's the relegation playoff.
Think so.
Yeah. That's mad that they do that, isn't it? Relegation playoff. That's interesting. But yeah, massive game for them there.
That will be on. That will be on in the Claddagh Ring, by the way. That is on. I've had confirmation of that. Someone did ask me on that before.
There you go. So that game will be on the Claddagh Ring. That's on Sunday as well. So you can watch that. You can listen to Andy Reid. You can have a breakfast. And you can have a £5 pint. Sorry, in the Claddagh Ring. Dean Flood, taking my dad and brother-in-law to the game against Finland. Reckon we can get a win, hopefully. E, how you doing, E, over on YouTube? Pity Taylor is out too, Jack Taylor. I thought he brought some physicality to midfield, to the midfield that we need. Yeah, he was very impressive against Greece, actually. Really impressive. Dean Flood again. Heimer is making me more confident about the team. Assuming we don't draw Greece and don't get relegated, reckon we have an outside chance of World Cup qualifying. Just need a good start. I think the problem is we've always just had a really poor start. We've been out of the competition before it's even got started, so you never know. But it does seem to be getting better. Dean Flood, don't expect to see much of Moran, to be honest. He's a bit small, so wouldn't be the option versus the Finnish. Maybe get a good 20, 30 minutes against England. That's a good point as well. The Finnish lads are big as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Big guys, big units. Facebook user who?
This is John O'Sullivan.
Just
Yeah,
something.
it is. Yeah.
Good man, John. It's always good to have a laugh, Dave and Martin. Always great host. Thank you very much. That's what we do here. We have a bit of crack. It's all good stuff, and we don't take ourselves. We don't take ourselves too seriously. I actually had a message from somebody. So I shared a post there. It was the anniversary of. Do you remember when Keane came back? Your boy Keane against Iceland, and he got booed
Yeah.
because he walked out in the Ireland team in 1996. Martin.
1996.
1996. Yeah, he walked out in the
Oh
Ireland
yeah, when
team.
he walked out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that the
yeah.
first time he did it?
First time he did it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your hero.
Yep.
Your god, really, Martin. Roy Keane, anyway. And someone said, "Oh, why he didn't do that in 1996? That's clickbait. That's nonsense. Blah blah blah. Do better. You got 50,000 followers. Do better. Actually, I've got 70,000 followers just under that. First of all, so you got that wrong. Second of all, it wasn't. And I said to him, it wasn't clickbait. It was the truth. He turned down a call up to be captain for the US Cup. He probably had a point there, to be fair, because he had a long, hard season. And then he refused. He no-showed Mick's testimonial, and and that was it. And then eventually he came back for Iceland. And I gave him these facts and went. I was like, I think you need to get your facts straight before you start, throwing accusations back. And then he said, like, I was the one in the right. Like, he's like, stop crying. Like, I said, you've just called me out on something that you're completely wrong about.
This is all very underlying though in the Saipan story, which we will be getting some fantastic insight to
Yeah.
on Friday, where we did say as well the three lads all at the World Cup in 2002, all in Saipan. We will get answers,
Absolutely.
especially the Saipan movie as well coming out, and movie, can we call it that? And we do actually have one of the stars of that movie is going to be in the Cloud of Ring on Sunday.
We do indeed.
Who plays Alan Kelly in the film. And yeah, he's going to be playing on stage there. Very good musician, good friend of the pod.
And we have the
so be good crack.
And we have the real Alan Kelly, Mark. That's a lovely segue. We have the real Alan Kelly on Friday, where you can get your tickets for the Lansdowne Legends here. Clinton Morris and Ian Hart, Alan Kelly, $28.50 a ticket. However, you get 2 free pints or drinks. We'll say drinks. Bobby will probably go mad at me, but no, 2 free drinks. £28 if you buy your tickets in advance. That's on Friday in the London Irish Centre in Camden. And if you can't make it and you want to contribute, just buy a ticket in absentia. It all goes to a wonderful cause. They do a lot of work for the elderly, the Irish community, the elderly Irish community like Martin here in London. And also, but yeah, and if you can just rock up if you want and pay in the door, but we'll be there anyway. We're going to get to the last couple of comments and we're going to get out of here. Where are we? Sorry. Who's this?
Darren O'Grady.
Darren O'Grady. Be good to see his as. How you doing, Darren, by the way? And Moran gets some time over the 2 games, but surely Parrott, best 10 option at the moment. Although I don't know. I find him very lightweight. I find him
very clever. I think. I like Azaz has got a bit more physicality, hasn't he? And I like that. And but yeah, Parrott. There's something about him though. I think he's just clever, and I think he can.
He's a lovely footballer.
He has some really good moments for us. Like it comes up with key goals as well. So
yeah,
I felt it was really poor that he got no minutes before in that previous camp prior to the last one.
Yeah. That I agree with.
And that was really shocking.
I'm gonna say 1,500 people watching us. Thank you very much on a Monday night. That's fantastic.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yep. If you're watching us and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Just scan the QR code or just pop in, like the video as well. It really does help. We're trying to grow that channel. But thank you so much. Fantastic support from the Raw faithful. Jeff Kane, Heimer only has 12 months left on the contract. We're lucky Finland are so poor looking at the lineup. Doherty back like Freddy Krueger. Jesus. Deck Finnegan again. Drogheda playing to keep their place in the Premier. Bray playing for promotion. Game on Saturday at 2:00 in Tala. So it's 2:00 in Tala on Saturday, not on the Sunday, and we will have that game in the Claddagh Ring. We have been promised. If you pop up and you want to watch it first in the Claddagh Ring, we'll have it on there. So there you go.
KitCon will be upstairs. So yeah, pop in and have a look at that as well. All the shirts and everything. Some really good vendors there. We're going to have a chat with a few of them the next one evening this week, and we'll get that posted as well. So find out who is actually there, what they're selling. Got some really rare Ireland shirts coming over to see.
Get one of these.
Some of the opposition players as well who played at World Cups. It's some incredible collections, and it's amazing to see. I'm into sports memorabilia and things like that. So, and I think one thing that everyone wants, Dave, like you just shown there, is that will be an iconic piece of sports memorabilia with Ireland in future years. These amazing whiskey flasks, ideal Christmas present if you've got a whiskey head in your family. Yeah, get one of these and buy them. And
listen to that. Listen,
freshly made.
Listen to that. That's what he looks like. Listen to that.
It's the memorabilia the FAI do not make.
No,
for their fans. So we thought we'd bring it to you.
This is official raw merchandise.
Yeah.
We're sounding close to the win there, Martin. We're sounding close to the win. But no, do pop along. It's going to be fantastic. And say hello. If you see us, do say hello. We love hearing from the Raw faithful. We've got the last few comments here, then we're going to get out of here. Who are the best prospects for you at the moment and in the next 2 to 5 years? Martin.
I would say like Connor would be very well placed for some of the underage to answer this question, and now he'll be big-headed away from the show. But the one that we've been talking about on the podcast for a long time is Bosun Lowell, and it's a problem position for us at centre midfield, and he can also play centre back. Big physical boy. He's going to do it when he gets there. Into Stoke now. When he gets fit, I think we'll see the best of him. And yeah, I think if he develops the right way, he is the big hope for a lot of kind of underage coaches or scouts within Ireland. And yeah, I think he is. But then there are some fantastic players coming through. We've heard of players off going off international to different countries, developing things like that. And football's amazing. And you can do that, and you'll get a really, really good education of it, and then come back in. And I think that's where, I think we've got to keep the faith with some of these lads coming through. Fantastic job by some of these coaches. And but yeah, for me, Bosun Lowell is the one I've been hearing about the last 2-3 years, and him getting that move to Stoke was really important. Sadly, I think he probably would be in the squad now if he was fit. He's that good.
There was one lad I know the lads are on about in the group. He's playing in the Championship, Tyler Goodrum. I like the look of him. He's a very tidy footballer. But we need to get him probably capped by the seniors as soon as we possibly can, because he is, he's a second generation, I believe, or third generation. But I like the look of him. But we could have, if luck goes with us, right, and we get a bit of luck, in about 18 months' time, we can have a really tidy outfit with players with key positions filled, like your Bosun Lowell, Finn Azaz coming of age now. Players like Andy Moore, you hope grow a little bit. Tom Cannon firing goals in, hopefully for a Premier League side, and Evan Ferguson getting the minutes that he needs and deserves, because he is a quality player. It's just unfortunately Brighton. Danny Welbeck has just turned into a goal machine, which he never was when he was at Arsenal or Man United, but he's a goal machine for Brighton.
I read an interesting thing about Danny Welbeck, that he tried to get a move back to Man United on a similar kind of deal that Johnny Evans did, like kind of a little bit pay as you play kind of thing. There was that, but then he's now obviously flavour of the month at, for Brighton now and doing very, very well. And look, with regards to Evan, there's a lot of criticism. Oh, he's not going to be that good, and he's this and this, and you've got to remember his age, and he's getting experience, but also, Brighton are doing very, very well at the moment. He can't change that team that much, because they are playing amazingly well and some great results, of course. So that's where they are at the moment, and they've got a fantastic business model. Brighton, they're a club I really admire with that. Paul Barber in there, of course, he worked with the FA for many years, with the Sven years, as it were. So they've got a very good owner, very well organised club. And Evan, it did worry me a little bit hearing the manager talk about him and perhaps mentality and attitude and stuff. But, he's very young. It might be that he might get a loan move in time if he needs it, if he's not getting enough game time. But I think at the moment, like, he's playing for a very good side in the Premier League when he gets an opportunity, and he will get games. So he's going to develop well there.
No, you will. Here's one that Connor suggested. Ika, is it Ika Aratzi or Ika Aratzi? But I'm probably butchering that. 17-year-old lad. He's at Stade Remy or Rem. Is it? Is it Stade Remy?
Yeah, yeah.
17-year-old left winger, ex Rovers, and apparently made the bench for the League One at the age of 16. So he is one that Connor is tipping there. So there you go. Yeah, there's lots of potential coming through, but as Martin said, there's a massive step up between youth football and professional football, like senior internationals. It's just a step.
But even the under 21s, Dave. I mean, Leo Connor got over 100 caps under 21s, didn't he? Something like that. Have I made that up completely?
What?
Leo Connor played loads of games under 21s, not 100 caps. It might not be that, but it was ridiculous. Under 21s. It was a mad record.
26.
What, caps?
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, Leo Connor. He got 14 caps.
I'm just testing you, Dave.
Yeah, where the fuck are you going?
I like Connor. No, it wasn't that. It's something else.
Did he start playing when he was 4?
No, it's not. It's something else. It's something. There's another crazy stat of him.
Well,
under 21.
Okay. He played 14 caps. Get your fingers out.
Yeah,
14 caps.
I can't remember what it is.
52. 50,
52.
53. He's played 53 times
consecutive. Wasn't that something?
Underage,
Maybe
not 100.
Yeah,
100
not 100. No, it's not 100.
What was he literally like born?
That's it. Sorry. Now Connor's helped me out here. He is trying to help me save face.
He wouldn't do that for me.
He's underage from under 15. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like his.
I tell you what, Connor.
Where he's been.
Make yourself useful, Connor. Add up how many underage caps he's got. Well, if you got about a couple of minutes before we wrap it up, 100 caps.
It's a really, but I think was there not something about consecutive or something like that he just consecutive. There was something anyway, some weird stat with him.
Yeah. Okay.
But then to not kick on, that was it. Like he was such a regular for the under 21s.
And the thing is with youth football, isn't it? Like it's a bit innocent, isn't it? And then you get to professional level, and all of a sudden there's dark arts, there's this, there's that, there's cuteness. You're going against old pros, you're going against players who've been playing. Some players have been playing the game for 10, 15 years, and it's a whole different experience. You got players kicking you, and just doing things, winding you up. It's a whole different world, really.
He is saving me here. He broke the record in 2022, the most Ireland underage caps. That's what I meant. But if you come up to me in the Cladder Ring and you say, Leo Connor, that's the code for me to buy you a baby Guinness. What,
did he have to be the first one, or?
Yeah, only one.
Yeah. See, I'm saving you.
Dave, I'll point out Dave.
Oh, you just kicked yourself. No, you kicked yourself.
All right, okay.
He's getting all excited.
I'll get 5 people who come up to me and say, Leo Connor, I'll get you all a baby Guinness. There you go.
See, he's saving your blushes for your Irish credentials, and I'm actually saving your wallet there.
Yeah,
you're welcome, Caroline. Right, I keep saying wrapping up. We get more comments. Keep coming in, guys. We'll get to them. Killian Murphy. All right, lads. Haven't been in the stream in about 4 years. How are you getting on? Any doubts in Finland game?
4 months. Yes.
It's catching. It's the Martin disease, the saturation. Good to see you, Killian, by the way. And welcome back. Always welcome here. We're good. Any doubts in Finland game? I don't know. I think we might underestimate him a little bit. I don't think we're in any. They could turn us over, like we turn them over as well. To be honest, if we had got a result against Greece, and I think we're on a bit of a wave. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not as confident as Martin or arrogant as Martin. Latch Echo. Dave, will you cousin me at the Irish Centre or at the Cladda? No. Just so you're wondering, the girl isn't my cousin. The girl was fancied my cousin, if that's what you're getting at. I don't know. But no, he won't be there. He might be. Alfie Keneally, do we know how many tickets we have sold for England yet? It'll be a great atmosphere. Can't wait for it. We reckon 4,500 to 5,500, Martin, don't we?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good man. Facebook user, who's this? Hip Flask? Yeah. Who's this?
It might be Martin Fitzpatrick, I think. Yep.
Look at those. Look at those. Quality.
And we've got some in silver and we've got them in black as well. So they are class.
Quality. You like the way I do that, Martin? It's like,
yeah. Oh, and we've also we've got some other stuff as well. Some amazing mugs.
Oh yes,
beautiful mugs.
Beautiful mug. Actually, not just my beautiful mug. We have an actual beautiful mug available. So come there. We've got loads of stuff here to buy. It's actually good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
It is classy stuff actually. So quite excited by this. So we'll have it there on the Friday and the Saturday. One more comment. It's from Robert Jackson. How you doing, Robert? Abawanka. I've done it again. Abankwa. Fuck's sake, sorry. And Vata are some of our best prospects, in my opinion. We'll make the seniors fairly quickly once they're starting for Udinese and Watford. And Jimmy Shell, this will be the last question. We will be selling these online as well. Don't worry, Jimmy. We're just going to set that up there as well.
There will be a link. We're going to set up a little link for this weekend because we know that some people will want to place orders because they'll see it this weekend and they might not necessarily want to. They might buy it and whatever we're going to do with it. But we will do it. We will have a club shop as well. But you will be able to purchase it online.
Absolutely,
and give you the payment details to make payment, and then we'll sort out how we get it to you.
We're just trying to figure it out, but we will have it. We've got some lovely mugs as well, and we're going to have some more stuff as well. Some really good merchandise on the shop. We're just going to figure it all out. We're going to get these events, be mad busy. We're going to have some great fun, and once we get past that, then we're going to set it all up online just in time for Christmas. And you're going to want some of these items for Christmas. They are really glad. I really love those mugs.
Yeah,
they are pretty impressed with those. Right, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much, every one of you. Over 1,500 people on a Monday night, on a school night as well, watching us live. Fantastic support as always. Our first one in ages. We're going to be live. We will have a preview on Wednesday. It won't be live because we're all traveling. We will have one of those on Wednesday for the Finland preview. Connor should be back for that. Then on the Thursday, we will have the pre-game, 6:45. Connor and myself live from Lansdowne Road, please God. And then after that, we'll have the aftermath. And hopefully, we'll be talking about a fantastic win. Then on Friday, if you're coming over to London, I know because I haven't mentioned this at all today. If you head over, we have the Lansdowne Legends. £28.50 a ticket, right? You think that's a bit expensive, isn't it? 2 free drinks. 2 free drinks if you get these tickets in advance. Head over to londonirishcentre.org. I just want to make sure that is the right londonirishcentre.org, londonirishcentre.org. Head over to the website. Go to events. You'll see it there, Lansdowne Legend. It's for a great cause. Martin and myself will be talking to Clinton Morrison, Ian Hart, Alan Kelly. We're going to be asking them the hard questions. We're going to be talking to him about Saipan. USA 94. You know what I'm going to ask Alan Kelly? USA 94. I'm going to ask him, should he have been our number one at USA 94? I'm going to ask him that. I'm going to do it, Martin. I'm going to bloody do it. He might not answer me, but I'm going to fucking ask him. That's the sort of stuff. Because we are fans and we know the questions that you guys, because we're fans like you and we know the questions. We want to know the answers to those questions. So that's what we're going to talk to those guys about, that Saipan, all of that kind of thing. It's going to be such a fun night. We're going to have music there as well, a raffle. It's for the London Irish Centre. If you want to contribute, they do great work for the elderly over here. The Irish community in London, they do fantastic work. I cannot say that enough. And you want to contribute, buy a ticket online. Even in absentia, if you can't make it, just to contribute, or you can make a donation online if you wish, whatever you can afford. And if you're not too sure, you want to make it, but you're not too sure, you can rock up. You can pay on the door, not a problem. But if you book it early, you book it now, you get it online, you get 2 free drinks, and that's worth about 12, 13 quid alone. And then on the Saturday, Martin and myself will be talking to Ian Hart. We'll have Kit Con Era. We'll also have Catalpa. We'll have a load of Irish music on there as well. And we'll have Kit Con upstairs in the Claddagh Ring. We'll have League of Ireland football on in the pub in the afternoon as well. Bray against Drogheda if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday night. Then on Sunday, Martin will be chatting away to Andy Reid for a Q&A at noon on Sunday Sunday noon, and we'll be there for a breakfast. And yeah, it's going to be a fantastic weekend, and we are running. Actually, just turned around and said, "It's a fair question." Bonner was getting ropey. Thank you very much, E. It is a fair question. I like Packy Bonner, nice man. But anyway, and then on Sunday, yes, we will. Claddagh Ring is only a stone's throw from Wembley, and it's very easy access. And we'll give you directions on how to get there. It's on the Northern Line. Both venues are on the Northern Line. That's the black line on the tube, northwest. And Martin, final say on Lansdowne Legends?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Great to meet the Raw faithful and do support it, because we have a great night coming up. And yeah, we're going to ask the questions that I've always wanted to know. And the three lads have been really supportive of it, and you can see the videos they've got. We've got some surprise guests as well coming along in the audience, and the FAI also have been very supportive of our whole weekend events, because they do know that we've got a charity angle to it all. Sent me over some lovely Ireland signed shirts today, one by the women's team, one by the men's team. We've got some surprise other items as well that we're going to be raffling that will go to the various charities that we're associated with. So yep, I'm really looking forward to it. Recharge the batteries. It's going to be a hell of a weekend, and we want you lot to come along, say hello to us, be part of it, enjoy the music, enjoy the crack, enjoy the food, enjoy the drink. £5 of Guinness. You can't go wrong, Dave.
You cannot go wrong. And 2 free drinks for the London Irish Centre if you book in advance. That's £12 saved. Alrighty, right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you guys for watching at home. Of course, we are back live match day for Finland for the pre-game, and we will be back with a preview of the Finland game on Thursday. Keep an eye on the socials. We'll let you know what time. It's been great being back. Thank you so much. And I'm David Dunn. He's Martin Prendergast. This is Lansdowne Roar. It's been live. It's been emotional. Now we're out of here. Good night and God bless.